Hello traders, the title of the video is how to trade the zigzag pattern without ignoring the flat correction at traders. Alright, have you been trading the zigzag pattern? Have you been ignoring the flat correction at traders? I have a very good example here that I want to show you. If you are nearly a wave trader, you need to understand what is going on in the financial market. I'm on the yearly chart, alright, so on the yearly chart it looks like this is the first wave, okay, with what we can see, because the area wave count is what we see, what we have, that will help us to count waves. So with what we got here on this yearly chart, we can see that this is the first wave, second wave, third wave, alright. And you can see this is a fourth wave, but you can see this fourth wave got a shadow here. This is one thing you need to be aware of if you count a wave on the yearly chart. When you see a shadow like this, okay, you see your fourth wave in an uptrend like this, think of the flat correction. If you see a long tail in your fourth wave on the yearly chart in a downtrend, think of the flat correction. Okay, so hold on please, what's going on here? Okay, now, and then we say, all right, on the yearly chart with what we can see on this chart, this is the fifth wave. So we say first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. Is it correct? No big deal, because it looks like it's all right. We can work with that, all right. No Elliott wave violation, all right. We leave it as it is. But if we go now to the monthly charts, talking about Elliott wave count of validation, we go to the monthly chart. You can see this looks like a first wave so far. This one looks like a first wave, and this one looks like the second wave, and this looks our third Elliott. This is what I'm saying to you. On the yearly chart, when you see a shadow in an uptrend or a tail in a downtrend, think of a flat correction. So now we can see that our third Elliott wave in fact has ended here. Alright, and our fourth Elliott wave is here, and our fifth wave is right here. Now you see we have adjusted our wave count, or no big deal on the yearly chart, but bit of change on the monthly chart. Now look carefully. So we see first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. Stay with me please. You may say, oh, you're counting wave again. Yes, but here in this section here, you can see that the price came down, went up, went down, went up. So it's a double retracement, though we can't see a clear cut 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. What is going through the mind of traders at this point in time? All right. Though we cannot see a clear cut 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, is a flat correction. So, talking about how to trade a zigzag pattern without ignoring the flat correction, traders. So you may say, where is the zigzag pattern? I'm going to bring you back again to the yearly chart. This is happening all the time. When on one particular time frame, one group of Elliott wave traders think that they have a zigzag pattern. On another time frame, other traders think that they have a flat correction. But you can see that those on the yearly chart here, they will say, like I put my fifth Elliott wave ending here before, all right? So we'll say, look carefully. Correction has begun here. When we say first part of the correction, second part of the correction, third part of the correction, and the fourth part of the correction. And here it comes, the fifth part of the correction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that our fifth Elliott wave on the yearly chart was ending here as we started counting wave first time. So on the yearly chart, as we look at it, we say this is a zigzag pattern. Though people on a monthly chart are looking at it as a flat correction, we on the yearly chart that are using the yearly chart, who did not bother to investigate on the monthly chart, we will be saying that this is a zigzag pattern. So how do you trade your zigzag pattern without ignoring, correct, the flat correction traders? All right, Because you'll be thinking that this is the first part of the zigzag pattern, you'll be expecting the B. So this is the A for alpha part of the zigzag pattern. You'll be saying this is the B part of the zigzag pattern. And you will be expecting the C part of the zigzag pattern. So ABC pattern forming the zigzag pattern like this, you want to buy. You look carefully. In 2009, we have a surge in trading volume here, big time for this stock. As the stock is going up, coming near the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is a hold up here. These are zigzag traders that are selling in this zone because they want to create the C part of the zigzag pattern. At the same time, so if we apply now, Fibonacci retracement. Look, this is the 50%. If I color it now into pink, you'll see the okay, let's use pink. That's the horizontal line there. That's the 50% Fibonacci retracement zone. We are now between the 61.8% and the 50% zone. So those on the yearly chart that think that we have a zigzag pattern are selling here. But there was a surge in trading volume here. Those people are not yet out. But on the yearly chart, those who counted that with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending here have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down. Now they are looking to sell in a zone of 50%, between the 61.8% and 50% Fibonacci retracement zone to create the C part of the flat correction. On the other hand, if you were on the monthly charts and you have identified a flat correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, double retracement, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will be saying at this junction that the flat correction is completed. That's why we see a surge in trading volume here. On the other hand, all right, so you will be, so you say the correction is completed, or you may say maybe we'll have a complex correction, but so far let's give it a chance. So people will say 1, 2, start counting wave in this session here, expecting a new trend. So there is a bit of conflict between the zigzag pattern traders and the flat correction traders, because but one thing you need to do as a flat correction trader, all right, this is what you need to understand. So you have flat correction trader, you're on the monthly chart, you see a double retracement, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you say the C part of the flat correction is completed. Okay, good. All right. But as the price start going up, if you are buying expecting a new trend, also draw the Fibonacci retracement and highlight the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, because between the 61.8% and the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, there will be people trying to sell in that zone. So be aware of it if you are even a flat correction trader. Be aware of the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of the C part of the flat correction. Even if there will be a new trend, there will be a kind of a slowdown. That's what we see here, a kind of slowdown here, as other traders who sees it as a zigzag pattern, expecting the C part of the zigzag pattern to be formed, are challenging the price in the zone of 50% and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. All right. You see now, you see the challenge that is going on now, all right? So, whether you are a zigzag pattern trader, you see on the yearly chart a zigzag pattern, you will be willing to sell here. My recommendation to flat correction trader, even if you are expecting a new trend, also highlight the 50% level, know that there will be some sellers in this zone, some people trying to sell to form, okay, the C part of the zigzag pattern. For new traders, why are we talking about zigzag pattern when the zigzag pattern is not yet completed? The zigzag pattern is the internal waves of the zigzag pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the A part of the zigzag pattern is subdivided into 5, the B part of the zigzag pattern is subdivided into 3, and the C part of the zigzag pattern is subdivided into 5 again. But if you look at this session here on the monthly chart, it's not a clear-cut three waves. It's not a clear-cut three waves. Okay, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah 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 blah, all the way up here. is the flat correction traders that are trying to count their wave here, thinking that a new trend is underway. What we have said to zigzag pattern traders in this case, anytime we see the zigzag pattern, we draw that trend. And you remember that video that I posted recently. So if you watch the full length of it, you understand you have to draw that trend line connecting the top and this high here, and the price will become truly. In fact, one can draw it like this. That's what some trader did here. Connecting this point and this one here. Can you see? It's so many lines. Connecting this point and this point here. Let's remove the orange one there. Connecting this point and this one here. Okay, if I change that color into orange, you'll see it. That's what we recommend to traders to do after you see a zigzag pattern developing. So if you see this as a zigzag pattern on the yearly chart, after your zigzag pattern is completed here, you must draw that trend line. And here it is, trader bought it after he braced above it. So you're expecting a new trend, yes or no? Now, as it's going up like this, what we also say to traders, if it start coming down, which Fibonacci retracement should you watch? So if it goes up like this and start coming down, which Fibonacci retracement should we watch? If you do not know, it means that you have watched probably one essential video halfway. Should I tell you now? Maybe I should keep it for myself and send you back to that video, but I will not do that, okay? As we told traders in other video already, is that you need to know for a prior trend, that was this trend in first all the way up here. All right, moving some lines so I can see clearly what's happening here. What we need to do, we talked about it before. Now we have to talk about it again. So you apply Fibonacci retracement to the whole trend. Where did that zigzag pattern end? It ended at 78.2%. So 78% exactly stopped there on the dot. All right. So if the price start coming down, talking about a harmonic price move, if this one start going down, we will apply again Fibonacci retracement to that move from here to here. If it start coming down, if it's going down, it can go down all the way to the 78% Fibonacci retracement level, as it did in comparison to this trend here before. We talked about this. So that trend line and the Fibonacci retracement to the prior trend apply to this move. If it start coming down, that's the level we need to watch. That level 78% Fibonacci retracement level in the zone of. Doesn't mean that you will definitely go there, but we need to watch that zone. Draw it on our chart. $17.36. All right, so you see a bit of conflict now. So on the yearly chart, those on the yearly chart who counted away very fast, satisfied with it because it's clear cut. Say, all right, this is zigzag pattern, expecting a C pattern. That's why you see all kind of selling activity here. Two group of traders, one see a zigzag pattern, another group see a flat correction, using the volume and surge here. The flat correction trader expecting a new trend. So if you are a flat correction trader, highlight also the 50% level and think of the flat correction trader. If you are a zigzag pattern trader, think of the flat correction trader and know that the price can break above that 50%, the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level and continue to go up. All right, looking at the higher degree wave count, talking about both a flat correction trader and the zigzag pattern traders. At this junction so far, one may say first wave, second wave. Is that a normal second wave, or are we going to have a complex second wave before we see the third wave of a higher degree? That is the question. So if you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section. And of course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about how to trade the zigzag pattern without ignoring the flat correction traders. If you find this video useful, let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you think that this is another blah blah blah, let us know by giving us the thumbs down. If you think that this is an amazing tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about how to trade the zigzag pattern without ignoring the flat correction traders. Happy trading to you all and speak to you.